practically on my way when you called. I came by around midnight, but your lights were out. Jill, Frank walked through the party last night with that same blank look. What does it mean? What happened?
I suppose it means that we're both a little numb. I don't know, maybe the psyche sends out some natural anesthetic at a time like this.
You told him then?
The whole story.
And his reaction was as bad as you expected?
No, actually, it was a lot worse. Correction. His reaction was what I expected. I just wasn't prepared to be as hurt as I was. Everything's over. I gave him back the ring, the one that was supposed to mean a promise. No more plans and no more promises.
After the kind of loyalty you have shown him for 5 long years, when he could promise you nothing, he's willing to just abandon you and your child?
Curiously enough, I don't think that Frank feels that my getting pregnant by Seneca is some act of profound loyalty.
Oh,
and Faith, even if he could understand, and maybe on some level he does, he can't accept the fact that I lied to him, that I let him believe that this baby was his.
But that's crazy. You did no such thing. You were unconscious when he made that assumption. And afterwards... Jill, didn't you explain?
He wasn't interested in explanations. He just zeroed in on the fact that Seneca has known for a long time and has been a force in my life. And now he believes that I made some voluntary alliance on my part.
Oh, so Frank thinks that you kept it from him on purpose?
Well, I did, didn't I?
Yes, but for very good reasons. Can't he understand why?
No. And I'll tell you something, neither can I. I mean, step by step, it all seems so right, but now looking at the whole thing, it just seems all wrong.
Jill, the only thing that's wrong in all this is Frank's reaction. It is so selfish.
Faith, please.
I mean, this is not some kind of casual relationship. You've loved each other for 5 years.
Faith, stop.
I can't believe that...
Look, suppose that you found out that Pat had been deceiving you all this time while you were making plans. How would you feel?
Well, I can't imagine that, but if something like that did happen, okay, I'd be hurt, but I would try to understand. What about Seneca?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just know that I have to take full responsibility for myself and my baby. And I don't want him pushing us around. But I also know that he has rights where his baby is concerned, and I just don't seem to be able to balance the two.
Hey, Jill, why don't you try talking to Frank again?
Oh, Faith, please.
Okay, I know that I'm interfering, but I don't think that you should give up so easily. It's just possible that once the shock wears off, Frank will be able to see things more clearly and remember how much he loves you.
I don't know.
Isn't it worth a try?
Maybe. Can't hurt any more than it already does.
Hey, look, I gotta go.
Wait a minute. Look, you said that you were off duty and you haven't told me anything about the party.
I will. I'll be right back. There's just something that needs to be done. Right now. Hey, I'm sorry that I sounded off.
It's okay. I'm glad you're in my corner because I suppose everybody else is in Frank's.
Take care of yourself.
I will.
New relationships can be amazing.
This is where I belong.
But this week,
That was freaking unbelievable.
they're downright jaw-dropping.
How would you like to take on a partner?
I'm in.
The twists keep coming.
You don't know the whole story.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock.
never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
I love Kendai, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up!
And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
Survival's all about keeping your cool. So who will be the last man standing? Cubby, at the Wolverines.
New Everest from Degree has a fresh scent and twice the sweat-blocking power.
Still as cool and dry.
New Everest from Degree.
Uh-oh. Windex Multi-Surface lets you keep up with messes right when they happen. So you can put that Windex shine on just about anything. Get Windex Multi-Surface and keep up.
SC Johnson, a family company.
They're two of a kind, and just like toddlers, puppies need food made for them. That's why there's Purina Puppy Chow. With all the essential nutrients your growing puppy needs. Purina Puppy Chow.
Hey,
Mom! What are you doing? What is that? What is this?
It's a special paste I invented to replace socks. We're dipping our feet in it.
Why?
Because we can't find socks that shape to our feet. We're sick of it.
Sick of it.
That's really stupid.
That's the future.
Try Hanes socks with the Smooth Comfort Toe Seam. A better fit your whole family will love.
As I get older, I'm making changes to support my metabolism. I'm more active, I eat right, and I switched to One-A-Day Women's Active Metabolism, the complete women's multivitamin, plus more for metabolism support. And that's a change I feel good about.
From One-A-Day. Love the feel and fragrances of products from body and bath shops? With Olay, get what you love at half the price with new Olay body collections. Tantalizing fragrances and Olay moisturizing ingredients that transform lathering into lavishing. Olay body collections.
I wanted to look great. Zenadrin helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds. Lose weight and look great with Zenadrin.
I don't think you have to worry about anybody hearing us. Mary's downstairs waiting for Maeve, and Johnny took little John to do some errands.
I'm not taking any chances. This is just between you and me.
Well, I don't think it can stay private very much longer. I think eventually everybody's going to know that we're going to have a baby.
Nobody has to know anything. Not yet, anyway. Not until I get clear on just what's going on.
Well, you see, I wanted to talk to you last night, but you disappeared, and then you came back here and you started treating me like I was poison. You know, I hate it when you left with Faith like that. You know, Pat, I really can't stand it when you think that I'm lying to you and when you don't believe me. Do you think I could be so awful that I would sleep with you and Roger at the same time? I mean, what type of a girl do you think I am? Pat, I'm gonna have your baby, and I would never lie to you.
I believe you, Delia.
I couldn't ever do anything. You do?
I went to see Roger last night.
You told Roger I'm pregnant. Now, why did you do that?
Look, I don't think you're in any position to complain about anything at the moment. I had to find out whether or not he could be the father.
But I told you he wasn't. Why can't you ever believe me?
Okay, now I do. And if Roger can be trusted at all, it seems pretty clear that the child you're carrying is mine.
Daddy.
It's not the only thing that's clear, Dee.
What do you mean?
You did it on purpose.
No. No, I don't even know how you can think such a thing.
You planned that whole runaway scheme so this would happen.
No, I didn't.
Planes leave from New York for Europe every day, but you had to go by ship from Boston.
Well, Roger was the one who made the plans.
In accordance with your wishes, he said he'd have preferred to fly.
Well, how could you even listen to Roger after what he said to the...
If I can't believe Roger about that, how can I believe that you wouldn't sleep with him?
I don't know. I'm really mixed up. This whole thing is terrible. Look, maybe deep down inside I wanted you to come after me. And going away with Roger, I felt that you would come after me.
You must have been pretty sure. I told you I would.
Yeah. Well, I know that you did, but... Well, maybe I wanted you to make love to me because I loved you and I was so grateful to you. But believe me, I wouldn't plan this on purpose. I wouldn't get pregnant. I mean, that's not right to you and it's not right to a baby.
When you're desperate enough, Delia, I think that you'd do anything. Look at the record.
You know, it takes 2 people to make 1 person pregnant. And I didn't force you to make love to me.
No, but you set up a situation where you knew it would happen. Coincidentally, on exactly the right day of the month.
All right, Pat, you believe what you want to believe. But I didn't plan this. And I'm still pregnant. And I would never try to hurt you, or Maeve, or Johnny. But I'm still having your baby.
And we've got to decide what we're going to do about it.
Well, I think there's only one thing that we can do.
She's mending and she's in good spirits. The only trouble is, of course, she can't be chasing around after those girls with a cast up to her hip.
Oh, no.
Oh, they are darling, the pair of them. Oh, it was such a treat seeing them, even under these circumstances. Ooh.
I'm glad Kathleen's okay. Was she able to get some help?
Yes. Oh, yes. She got a woman coming in during the day. And, of course, there's Art brooding over them like a mother hen in the evenings. He's such a family man. Oh. Oh, Mary, darling, I'm sorry. That's like pouring salt into your wounds, I'm afraid. What's happened with Jack?
More of the same. I went down there this morning and made things about 100 times worse.
Oh, and there's no convincing him to come back here?
Oh, not a chance. Our being together in that apartment, where lovemaking was such a part of our lives, it just made the physical fact of his impotence that much more real.
And there's no telling him that that could change with time.
Oh, sure there is. But then he only insists that isn't the trouble at all. It's his inability to be what he imagines I want him to be. You know, same old story. Keeps saying he's a loner, was never meant to be a husband, much less a father.
Well, if only he would just let it stand the test of time.
Which is exactly what he will not do. He's absolutely determined to go ahead with this annulment now. And I'm just as determined to stop it.
Ah, that's the spirit.
I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
There's my girl. There's my good, strong girl. You're going to get through this, darling. It's going to be painful, but you're coming through it.
Oh, Ma, it's going to be so much better now that you're here. So when I think of him down there alone, I just go crazy.
Ah, yes, I heard for Jack. I mean, it's so much worse when you can't be comforted by the people that love you.
Oh, I know. That's not even all that's happening around here.
Oh? There's no problems with the baby?
No, not mine.
Oh.
It's about Frank and Jill's baby. I mean, that's where the trouble is.
Well, I don't understand, darling.
Frank got back last night, and when he went to see Jill, she told him he isn't the father of her child. It's Seneca's baby.
Oh, merciful.
Well, apparently last summer, after Frank had gone back to Delia, Jill and Seneca had a brief affair. And now that I thought it over, I mean, I can understand it's happening. They both must have been awfully lonely.
Oh.
But when Frank and Jill got back together again, why did she lie? Why did she let him believe the baby was his?
Oh, it's hard to imagine. Oh. How could she deceive Frank? How could she deceive all of us? That's not like Jillian. That's not the girl I've known since she was tiny. She's forthright as they come.
Or so we thought.
I feel so bad for Frank, all his dreams and plans about there being a family. Oh, you have to forgive me, darling, but sometimes I wonder what the Almighty has on his mind. Where's your father? Does he know?
Yeah. He took little John with him on some errands. He's pretty upset.
Is there any wonder? Well, I guess all we can do for Frank now is to give him love and support. And you'd better just be saving your energies for your own problems.
Right. I have to find some way to change Jack's mind.
Now, before we discuss the possibility of an annulment, I'll need a few facts. Now, to whom are you married, and for how long?
Since July, Mary Maeve Ryan.
This This week,
This is my life. Nobody's gonna take it away from me.
his family learns the truth.
This man is not our father. He's our father's twin brother.
Now the real Todd Manning
I lost 8 years with my kids because of him!
wants justice.
I'm gonna kill him.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
You're gonna look so handsome once I get these little white pieces off you.
How many do I have?
More than you think.
You can't pass Mom's inspection with lots of pieces left behind. That's why there's Charmin Ultra Strong. Its diamond weave texture is soft and more durable versus the Ultra Rippled brand. So it holds up better for a more dependable clean. Fewer pieces left behind.
You sure clean up nice.
Yes, I do.
We all go. Why not enjoy it a little more with Charmin Ultra Strong? And to help feel fresh and clean, try Charmin Fresh Mates.
New Glade Decor scents have a stylish design and gentle fragrance that don't just scent a room, they inspire it. Let Glade make an impression in any room in your home. And enjoy great fragrance all day long. Get new Glade Decor scents and release the magic.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Jason, look out!
Happening now on General Hospital.
I think I know what's causing Jason's seizures. Do you remember Jason's original accident?
Why are you? The first accident made him a ruthless killer.
Jason!
No one knows what will happen this time.
Wait, you wake up a different person?
Who will Jason be?
Say something.
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
Now, why'd you get married in the first place? I know that's not always easy to articulate.
Well, it's pretty simple, actually. I wanted Mary. In every way there is. Mostly, I wanted to go to bed with her. To be truthful, I wanted to keep going to bed with her.
I see.
She's quite a bit younger than I am. Comes from an entirely different place, if you follow me. Brought up in a good old-fashioned Irish Catholic family. Big, warm, loving, noisy. I grew up in a Good Shepherd orphanage where I developed a lifelong craving for privacy. But I wanted Mary. And the only way I could keep her was to marry her.
Do you have any reservations at the time?
Plenty. I kept my mouth shut. Lots of things I didn't tell Mary because I was afraid I'd lose her. I knew that she wanted kids, and I knew that I didn't, but I never said so. Not to her, not to Father McShane.
And that's become an issue between the two of you now. I mean, laying aside the position of the church.
Mary's pregnant.
Oh. And your attitude towards children remains the same?
Can't stand the idea. Mary's hurt, miserable. There's no doubt that this marriage was a bad mistake.
Does she agree?
No. No, Mary's an eternal optimist. It's runs in the family, charming trait. But in this case, it's asking for a lifetime of trouble. I'd like to end the marriage before Mary gets hurt anymore.
Do you love her?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But that's not the point. Maybe, that's exactly the point. So, can I get an annulment?
It would seem so. There are two possible grounds for annulment. Your concealment of your desire not to have children is one. That is, if you can prove it.
What sort of proof?
Well, can you supply two witnesses who will swear that you told them explicitly before you got married that you didn't want children?
Maybe, yeah, probably.
If not, there's always the possibility of annulment on the grounds of psychological grounds.
Which means what?
Well, if your marriage was the result of neurotic behavior between you and Mary, if you were serving a neurotic need, easing a neurotic fear.
Neurotic, huh?
If a psychological exam were to reveal unhealthy personality factors at play, that might constitute grounds.
Well, not too keen on shrinks. Let me see if I can come up with the two witnesses.
In any case, you'd be referred to a psychiatrist for a general picture of your mental state. Mary, too, but it's not voluntary. It has to be voluntary on her part.
I guess if it has to be done, I'll do it.
Fine. Well, now, let me give you an idea of what happens prior to that.
All right.
First, you and Mary have to be physically separated.
We already are.
And a petition for civil annulment or a civil divorce complaint must be filed.
Civil?
Yes, and after that civil action has begun, we'll contact Father McShane for a statement, and Mary, too. Do you think she'll be cooperative?
No. But she can't stop it, can she?
No. She can only slow things down.
Well, I'm sure she won't refuse to talk to you anyway.
Fine. Yes, after we get both sides of the picture, you'll be asked to write an essay describing your marriage, giving your ideas about why it should be annulled. Again, this would be voluntary on Mary's part, but a requirement for you.
Oh, okay, well, what then?
The psychiatric workup. Now, this report, along with your statements, the statements of the witnesses, would be turned over to the tribunal. They'll look at both sides and make a decision.
Okay.
Mr. Finelli, would you like more time to think this over?
No. No, I want to go ahead with it.
All right. First thing you do is get a lawyer and start your civil action. When your complaint is filed, let me know.
I will. Little accident a while back.
It must be kind of tough on top of everything else.
Getting better and better every day.
Does Mary know that you've started proceedings?
She's been trying to talk me out of it. It'll be hard on her, I know. But at least she's got a family to fall back on.
Well, there's one thing for sure. Jack's going to have a fight on his hands.
You're damn right.
I don't dare ask, but I'd better. How are things going between Pat and Faith?
Oh, wonderful. I guess that's one couple we can count on.
Good. And Data, how's she taking?
Oh.
Where is she, by the way?
Upstairs with Patrick. I think he's trying to help her adjust to the idea.
Oh. Patty, you're my friend, and you're my lover, and you're the father of our baby. And I think there's only one thing that we can do, and that's get married.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with The Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet.
Join us.
Join us?
Join us.
Join us.
At the table.
Get ready for The Chew. A new talk show where everyone brings something to the table.
To make a creamy soup without the cream, use tofu.
For fresh ingredients, nothing beats local.
Is local enough for you?
Treat yourself to something delicious.
If you love beef, try pastrami instead of bacon on your burger.
Make every recipe your very own. Join The Chew. Weekdays. Coming Monday, September 26th. Only on ABC.
You do look good. Well, if you insist. How can I say no to you? You know my weakness. Real good. You're so sweet. You're so salty. Irresistible.
Giving in to snacks? There's a better way to satisfy your cravings twice a day with Special K. Enjoy something sweet and something salty and still stay on track. So go ahead and embrace snacking with Special K.
This is a whole new thing.
Introducing our most nourishing moisture ever. New Age Perfect Golden Balm from L'Oreal. More than just a cream, richer than a serum. A balm so rich, it redensifies thinning skin in a whole new way.
You're gonna want to dive right in. Boom, face first.
Feel it melt in deep to nourish with calcium and 10 precious oils.
You know, I'm more comfortable in my skin today than ever before.
New Age Perfect Golden Balm, the new luxury from L'Oreal.
Look at us, we're worth it. We're still worth it.
There are some things you can't control. The weather, the front page, the stock market, obviously. We're hearing the one thing no one wants to hear. Cancer. Okay, things you can control. What you know before treatment. There's a high risk of infection during chemotherapy. So don't let anything interrupt your fight against cancer. Talk to your doctors and go to manageyourtreatment.com. There are some things you can't control, but this you honestly can.
People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up, so damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
It's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live. Online critics love it. Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
I can't marry you, Delia. That's the one thing I can't do.
Why can't you marry me? I'm divorced now, remember? Wait a minute. You're not saying that you can't marry me. You're saying that you won't marry me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, what am I gonna do?
We'll find a solution, Dee. We're gonna work it out.
All I've ever wanted my whole life was to be your wife. And for you to take care of me and little John and our baby.
Well, you can't have everything you want.
I can't have everything I want, but you can. You had what you wanted in Boston. There was absolutely no future for us. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna go marry Faith and you're gonna live in her fancy house, and what about me? I'm gonna bring up this child all by myself, and that child's not gonna have any name? What do you think Maeve and Johnny are gonna think? What about your precious Faith? What do you think she's gonna think?
I'd like to protect Faith from this if I can. Mother and Da, too, if it's possible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you protect all the people you like and forget about me. I'm supposed to go off someplace, and I'm supposed to have this baby and not bother anyone? Oh, yeah, I could do that if I was strong, if I were like Faith or like Mary, but I'm not. I need a lot of love, and I need protection. Now, Faith can take care of herself.
What I want to protect is the future that Faith and I had planned.
Patty, what about the future that we once planned?
It's 1,000,000 years ago, Dee. Never would have worked.
It can, and it has to, and it will.
No, Dee, it can't. Now, we've got to come up with another solution. One that doesn't involve marriage.
Are you saying that I should get an abortion?
I never said that. I wouldn't ask you to do that.
No, I didn't think that you would ask me to do something like that. And I couldn't do something like that because a human life is a very sacred thing to me. And I don't think Maeve would ever forgive me if her grandchild wasn't born.
Look, I know it's tough, but I think maybe the best thing to do would be to have the baby and give it up for adoption.
Nobody is going to take another baby away from me. They took away little John. I'm not going through the pain of pregnancy and childbirth and then have my baby and give it to some other woman.
Cut it out. You haven't missed the company of little John at all, except by your own choice, so don't give me that.
Maybe I should stay right here. And I'll have the baby. I just won't say who the father is. Or better yet, you know what I could do? I could have the baby, and then I could just give it to Faith as a wedding present.
Will you stop acting like I'm going to abandon you, because I'm not. I'll do what I can to help. But I'm not going to marry you.
I don't think I've ever been more alone or more afraid before. You know, when Frank stopped loving me, that hurt me a lot. But this is worse, because I've loved you and I've trusted you my whole life. And what you're doing to me now is worse than anything Frank could ever do.
This may not be any of my business, Frank Ryan, but there are a couple of things that you ought to know, and I'm going to tell you.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.